Hey everyone, or no one probably right now, but that's fine. And also, I can say welcome to the people on YouTube who may or may not be watching this later. Welcome to stream, welcome to this video on this wonderful Thursday evening. And I'm really excited for this new game that released today. It's called Blueprints. This is going to be a blind playthrough. So what does that mean? It means I know very, very, very little about this game, just enough that I decided, yes, this is something I'm interested in playing, and that's all I want to know. As I said, it released today, April 10th, 2025. And yeah, I've been so excited for this that I decided I want to play this on launch. I think I added this to my wishlist in February. Don't really remember where I initially saw it. Maybe just browsing upcoming releases, or I've also been watching a couple videos on YouTube of like indie games that are about to release, or previous releases you've missed and people recommend stuff like that. And somewhere in the gist of that, this game popped up. And it looked really, really interesting, really well done. As far as I've understood, it's going to be a puzzle game where we are in a house. And the rooms in this house can and will change. Or we might change them. I'm not entirely sure on that. That's what being blind in the game is all about. And we're gonna figure it out. Also, I have a notepad and a pen here, fully prepared to take note. Hey, Catilla, welcome in. I'm doing okay mostly, thank you. I hope you're good as well. Throat feels a little weird, but the last day of my class, I'm finally free. Yeah, I know you want to look on that one. So thanks for the look. Have a safe one. Ooh, hearing thunder and rain. A game by Tonda Ross. As far as I am aware, that is their first game. As far as I'm aware. Might be wrong on that. There's Corpsey the last 2 days. That's still a great better. Okay. Well, happy to hear that at least you're doing better.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Alright, day 1. Oh, look, that's us. At least I assume that's us. I have 50 steps. Oh. The ground. Okay, what happens when I use up my steps? Okay, love the art style already. Interesting premise. So our great uncle, apparently, is willing to have us inherit his estate, all his wealth. On the premise, we find the 46th secret room in this 45 room estate. Okay, interesting. I'll have to go back and listen to that on the recording again and maybe translate a few words. But as far as I've understood it right now, if we fail to find the room, then nothing really happens. Like the question is, if we don't get, like if we don't inherit all of this, who does? And as far as I've understood it, the will didn't really say. It just said that, you know, our chance is for fate, we're not gonna get it. I mean, maybe after this, you know, there's always legal measures in like an order in which people inherit stuff. So maybe it just goes by the order the law provides automatically. I'm not entirely sure. It would depend on what country we're in. Or maybe I missed information that was in there. Or maybe the game will give us additional information on that. Also, it's interesting. It will be interesting to see if we can uncover family dynamics in this game and motivation for our character to want this aside from money. Because honestly, if we're just here for money, that would be, hey Colin, thanks for the look. This is kind of on the list. I hope I enjoyed well. I'm not surprised that people have this on their list. It looks really interesting. I mean, looked interesting to me. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see what exactly our motivation is to do this. Other than, you know, the wealth that's provided right for us. Because I feel like just being in this, like if our character was in this purely for the money, that would be, you know, very flat and boring. So I expect there to be more than to it. Okay, also I just realized that in the bottom right corner, it says the area we're in. We didn't know would be there, so we're currently in the grounds. So maybe let me change my layout really quickly so you guys can see that in the future. Okay, there we are. We can resume day one, call it a day, room directory, game settings, save and quit. Okay, let's resume day one. I mean, can we really only take 50 steps a day? I mean, some people do 10,000, you know? Okay, that's a step, I guess. Maybe it's more like 50 meters or something. Okay, entrance hall, rank 1. Open only in the event of my death. Whose death? Alright, Simon. Welcome to Mount Holly. I guess our uncle's death. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those last summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of my bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. Firstly, no tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. I hope that doesn't include the clothes I wear. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. So I'm not allowed to leave. Okay, estate grounds, I believe. So like the grounds we started at, the kind of garden area. I hope that's safe. You may not stay overnight. Okay, so I can't sleep at the estate. I can come here during the day, look around as far as my steps allow, probably. Okay, the question then is what happened. I mean, we'll see that, of course, once it happens. But the question I'm asking myself is what will happen to the tools and items I collect throughout the day once I have to leave and the day is over. Will they return to the places where I found them, or will I leave them in a like, I don't know, like the room where I'm last at when I leave, or like, we're gonna see that. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself. But it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. Okay? One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. That actually, I know that's a premise of the game that makes it very interesting. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path, and go where you want it to lead. Don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. Okay? With all my love and wishes, best of luck. Herbert Sinclair. Alright, you found the Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing tab. Okay, the entrance hall. Interesting with the anti-gem. Alright. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose one step. Once. When you no longer have any steps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Oh, okay, so it's every time we enter a room. Okay, so I can run around the room as much as I like. It's just 50 times entering another room. Like going back and forth. Okay. You know, I thought maybe we could rest at the chair and maybe replenish these. Okay, but the good thing is we don't really have, like, it seems that we're not pressed on time during the day. So it's not like time passes during the day and at one point it's like, oh, well, it's 7 p.m., we gotta go. Okay. And looks, maybe I'm biased, but it looks like a lady's hand, possibly. I mean, maybe it's just me because I feel like the nails look like they have nail polish on. Doesn't mean, of course, that man can't wear nail polish. Just automatic association. Also, it looks very slender. Again, just an assumption. So a hand holding an ace of spades. Another hand holding the queen of diamonds. All right, let's take notes and write that down. Okay, that's noted. The question is, can I open... Oh, also the ceiling. Chandelier. Nothing so far in the ceiling, it seems. A painting. Small town on a beach, it looks like. Or at a lake. Could be a lake. Quite pretty. Okay, is it just me or does that symbol above the door look a bit like that spade? Could also be a mask though. With some leaves. Okay, what do we have here? Anything we can touch? We have the lantern. Candle. 3 birds. 2 books. Can I crouch? No. At least it doesn't seem I can. Select a room to draft. Bedroom. When you enter this room, gain 2 steps. Oh, that's nice. Closet, 2 items. And a hallway. Can I... Once you have drawn floor plans, you must select one draft. Ooh, okay. I'm wondering if I could go back and check what the other rooms offer me, if it's the same selection every time. You know what? I'm greedy. Give me the bedroom. The guest room is plus 10 steps. I hope 50 is not the limit. Ooh. Okay, but the thing is, you can be greedy with these. But you have to be careful. Because these bedrooms, as far as I can see, at least the guest bedroom doesn't have a door to exit it, which means you automatically create a dead end if you pick this room. So maybe let me do the den. Plus 1 diamond, whatever is a diamond, and plus 1 key in the nook. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what these mean yet. But I guess we'll find out eventually. Let's pick the den here. This is going to be fun. And a spare room, a hallway, or a closet with 2 items. And the closet is of course enticing, but again it would be a dead end. So let me put the hallway first. Okay. Okay, we have a finger pointing down. Okay, bedroom rank 2. Oh, I'm guessing because it's in the second column there. Also, what happens when we go to the antechamber? That will be interesting. Maybe the 46th room, wait, is that 5 by 2, 4, 6, 8, 9? Yeah. So that's 45 rooms. I wonder if that's the end goal, like the end goal solution. To maybe find a way to enter all the, like, place all the rooms and make it to the antechamber, and that has a way going out. Looks like a door going outwards. Possibly into the 46th. Okay. Vanity. Well, this looks a little sad, this room. Just going to check if I can see anything of note. Is that an origami crane? Or is that a swan? I'm not entirely sure. Not up to date on my origami shapes. Okay, what's this? Greetings from Reddington. Okay. Just gonna note that down really quickly. And also I feel like, I mean, I have to test that in a second, but maybe the bedroom is a room where you can kind of farm steps. Like, it depends on if you gain 2 extra steps every time or just the first time you enter this, like in a day. Picture of possibly, I mean, we don't know who. Very pretty lady. And wearing a necklace with a moon. As far as it looks. I also love her, I don't know, dress, jacket, not entirely sure. Love the print on it. Looks like it's a mix of animals and plants, potentially, or maybe just plants. Damn, the art is so well done. I love it. I love the style. Damn, it's nice. Can I turn that? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, a bridge we maybe have to cross. Unknown books. Okay, I'm not sure on these black lines. Are they supposed to be a hint? I mean, honestly, these black lines here look suspicious at the bottom. Trying to see if I can pick anything up. Okay, we have a top hat. Oh, very pretty. The wedding dress. That's a very pretty dress. Lovely. I wonder if we can find out who all these people are. I mean, so far I would be guessing that these are family members. Okay, we can open this. This trunk is locked, okay. I guess we need a key to unlock it. would be my assumption. Another origami figurine. I'm gonna go with figurine as long as I'm not entirely sure if it's a swan or a crane. It's more like a swan, to be honest. Okay, a chess piece. A little large. It's always interesting when you start a new puzzle game like this and you're like, okay, I'm not entirely sure what pieces kind of are relevant and which aren't. And you try and you like look at everything and overanalyze things maybe a little bit at first. Alright, so what do we have? The chapel. When you enter the chapel, lose 1 coin. Okay, I don't have any coins. So if do I lose them even if I like don't? I mean, in the Nook, I would get a key. Let's go for that. Okay, we'll lose a step. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. Already ahead of you. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Oh, nice game. Nice. Vases? Interesting cupboard. Triangles shaped like makes the impression of mountains. 4 stars in a diamond shape. We had the Queen of Diamonds earlier. I mean, this will be. I bet this will have a great replay value and will have a great value to watch people play, just because you can pick the rooms when you enter them, and I'm sure people will make all kinds of different decisions with these. On the staircase. There we have a key. Okay, I was wondering if it would just be lying there or if we would have to solve a puzzle to get it. Another chess piece. White tower. We had the white tower, and I mean, it looked yellow in the background, but maybe that was because of the glass or the light. Because there will be a white. Oh Jesus. English is not my first language, and right now I feel so stupid. Damn it. Don't remember what this piece is called. We saw. In German it's Bauern. Damn it. I'm sure I'll remember in a couple minutes. It will just come to me and I will be, oh yeah, that was the word. In a very random room and place. Okay, so it will be interesting to see if we have a chess piece in every room or most rooms, and if those will amount to something. Okay, well, maybe let me write those down. Okay, wrote down the 2 chess pieces I found. You never know in these games if something is relevant or not. I was wondering if that one vase here changed. Maybe I'm seeing things. Okay, also this picture maybe it's supposed to represent the 4 of diamonds as a playing card. Write it down just to be safe with a question mark. Okay, so let's go back into the bedroom and see if we gain 2 more steps again. Yes! You do gain them every time you enter. Okay, that means, I mean, it's slow, but you can... Oh no, okay, sorry, I thought you could farm steps, but it always it costs one to leave and costs 1 to re-enter. Okay. So it's a zero-sum game. Sorry. Okay, so you can't farm. For a second I thought I did the math wrong in my head and I thought you could farm steps. But the other bedroom that's a dead end, that will I mean with a +10, that's definitely... Okay, use the key here. I'm guessing from this that keys can be used in multiple different locations. Yeah, it doesn't differentiate between blue keys or the color of the keys, apparently. So you can just use any key in any place. Interesting, interesting. I mean, the bottom of this lamp also looks like a chess piece. Are these rooks? I'm not sure. I'm so worried about saying something wrong. Just because I couldn't remember the word. Okay, time is moving. Okay, so it will be interesting to see. It seems at least like the handle of the clock is moving around. So maybe we are against the clock after all. Which I was hoping we weren't. Okay, do I see any chess pieces here? Or any potential chess pieces? I mean, doesn't mean, of course, that everyone needs to have a chess piece in it. Maybe instead of a chess piece, it's just 2 playing cards. Right. Uh-huh. Give me a second. That was the den. And it gives us +1 diamond, whatever that means. I mean, maybe it's a treasure, or like a currency thing. Yes, we have a diamond, okay. Okay, now I feel super stressed because I noticed that the clock's actually moving. But I shouldn't. Like, this should be about exploration and looking at things in peace. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if actually... the game kicks us out at a certain point of the day. Alright, hands in prayer. With something that looks like a rosary. Also, they look veiny and old. Don't have to be old though. And what looks like a puzzle piece. Okay. Oh yeah, clock handles are definitely moving. And there are a lot of clocks in here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clocks. Painting with a crowbar, okay. You will better that's being noted down. Alright, yeah, so we have 1 clock. 2 clocks. 3, 4, 5, 6. How did I count 7 earlier? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I count 1 too many. That one fell over. Doesn't look like there's anything on the bottom, and I can't pick anything up here. I mean, we're definitely going to note down that this room has 6 clocks in it. And the first thing my mind goes to maybe something at 6 o'clock happening. Or maybe this is just to show you very blatantly, or to make sure you know the time actually passes in here. Okay, what's the next room? A lavatory would be a dead end. Storeroom would give us coins, a diamond, and another key. Would also be a dead end. The pantry would give us 4 coins. I would like to do the storeroom, but I feel like I should do the pantry because that allows us to add another room. Okay, we just have to find 4 coins. Ooh, that looks like panna cotta. I love panna cotta. And that's either snow or desert. It's funny how without colors these look the same. Coffee grinder. Yeah, very normal looking pantry. Okay, here are the coins. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Alright, so I guess that's the amount of food we have lying around. And eating food maybe gives us backstabs, which I would love. Ooh, an apple is plus 2 steps. Okay, nice. That's nice. Love that. Ah, the chapel. Okay, the chapel has also 2 doors. The spare room, the observatory. Plus 1 star for each time you drafted observatory. Gem requirement. Okay, we do have a gem. Okay, that sounds interesting. Because these stars we have seen in the painting in the Nook. I wonder if these fill out. Whenever I enter, I lose a coin. Okay, right now I would rather add rooms that give me something than take something from me. But I have to say that the chapel is interesting because it has 3 doors. But oh, I think I should make a habit of always checking my blueprint before adding a room. But because I feel like the chapel, I mean, I'm not entirely sure yet how we would enter this. But I'm presuming that we would enter the chapel from the bottom right now, which means from this door. That means the door that leads to the right would lead to nothing right now because the Nook is there. And that doesn't have a door to that side. So that's a wasted door opportunity right now. But the observatory as well. That would just create me a dead end. Oh. Damn it. I mean, I guess this is the spare room then. As much as it hurts. Yeah, see. Alright, it didn't show me anything in the spare room. That doesn't mean that nothing's here, of course. Can I pick that up? Some tape roller. Okay. So, that would be on level 3, which is completely available. But maybe not pick something that has a room potentially to the left, because there's basically the building wall here, the edge of the building. That won't be a smart choice, but we'll see what we get. Oh, the closet again. So tempted, but again, we created that end. Gem requirement for the courtyard? Alright then. I guess the courtyard it is. I mean, I'm really tempted with the closet, but again, it would create a dead end. And I know eventually I'll have to, but just right now I'd like to expand my options. But of course, gaining items would of course also potentially give me new options. We have a chest here. Some soil. Trees. Alright. Let's see what's in the trunk. 3 gems. Oh yeah. That's a room I love. Okay. I'm very happy with my choice right now. Okay, other than that, what do we have here? Some fresh air. We can touch some grass, but who would want that? There's some more soil here. Okay, we don't carry dirt with us. Alright. Alright, so the next room here. Above the nook. So we don't want anything with a room that leads downwards. That will be, I mean, of course we can try that and see what would happen in that case. But I feel like that would, if you walk to the door, it just wouldn't offer you another room. Because you're basically running into a wall. Or maybe the room, like the door opens, but it's just, you know, the back of this room. I guess we can try that once. And see what happens. The kitchen, food for sale. Oh, the guest bedroom. Closet. Oh, the closet again. A gem requirement for the kitchen. You know what? Give me the guest bedroom. I'm greedy. Okay, 50 is not the limit. Oh, and that only works once. Oh, I'm not surprised. Okay, well, I have to test it. I'm not surprised, but I had to test it. Okay, so in the guest bedroom, we have what looks like a dessert tray. No, these are these kind of stacked trays where you have like small cakes or cookies or macarons or something like that displayed, or maybe sandwiches. Small little sandwiches, like basically snacks or sweets. A necktie. Je ne sais pas un necktie. Boat. And this is the guest bedroom. You found an electronic key card. Opens electronically powered security doors. Alright, it didn't show me that. And again, I'm noting down where I find items, but it will be interesting to see if we can find the same items in the same rooms. That will be something for, you know, the next day to check out. Or if items are being randomized every day. Okay, basketball. Oh, interesting. Anchor. I was trying to see and look if I can interact with something. And here again, a chess piece. It's also a little OP that you can kind of look into a room and look for stuff without entering it. We'll see how much use we can get out of something like this as a technique. Maybe just unlock rooms, but not necessarily into them. Alright, Sinclair. Just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciated that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. Alright. We have a name, Lord Evanson. Not sure if that's important, but we're gonna write it down. And we have a mathematical puzzle that has to do with darts in the billiard room, apparently. Okay. I wonder... Okay, I have the key card in my inventory. Okay. Okay, the chapel, the storeroom, or the closet. Okay, it's been so many times since I saw the closet now. You know what? I have to do it. I know it's a dead end. It creates a dead end, but you know, I gotta do it. What's the closet all about? Give me the closet. Alright, sledgehammer. A heavy sledgehammer can shatter padlocks, unlock trunks. Okay, so with that we don't need keys. You found a single ivory die. While drafting, you may use the die to roll new floor plans. Ooh. That is interesting. And another Queen of Diamonds here. That we've seen in the entryway. And the painting of a car. Like the first page on my notepad is almost full already. It's pretty much full already. I love it. Okay, but that seems to be our 2 items. There's nothing else I can touch here. Yeah, I would say pretty standard closet. Some stuff you don't usually need. Clothing as no luggage, jackets, hats. Quite standard. Alright, nice. So where do I go next? I guess now I have to go all the way back and lose a lot of points and go to the hallway. Damn it. Well, that is the cost. Okay, the sledgehammer said it can only like smash padlocks on trunks. It's almost 3 o'clock. Let's go into the hallway. What do we have here? Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Ooh. So we need keys to even progress here? Oh, that's... Oh, and I just created dead ends in the east wing. Oh, wait. West wing? East wing? West wing? The west wing. Wait. Oh, was I just? Wait, where's east? Where's west? No. Shouldn't this be east? I mean, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe not, but like if we have this here, okay. I mean, okay. Then I guess... Okay, is that a hint that we can pick locks? Potentially? Like if we have a sledgehammer? And a tree? Vases?